In part 1 of this video, we covered the first 3 days of our Victorian high country tour with fellow TVANers and Moon Tours.
If you look closely, you will find it. There's still a light.
Jump on board for part 2 as we continue to explore this amazing area.
For the gold. It's hiding in.
To kick things away, we unhitch the trailers and take a run to summit of the 1700 metre high Blue Rag Range.
Dancing to the beat, the way you move around, you knock me off my feet. Please pick me up, 'cause I'm still down. I open my eyes, and you're not around. Ooh, yeah, you driving me insane. It's very, very plain. You got the power, my heart's beating louder, my head is spinning around. It's starting to pound. Come on, let's go where no one's around. Yeah, took it to the show. I didn't know you were so tough. I didn't get enough.
The Blue Rag track is steep and loose, but otherwise it was in pretty good shape. We circled the wagons around the summit trig marker and enjoyed an amazing 360-degree panorama across the snow gum-clad ranges. After descending Blue Rag, we collected the TVANs and followed the Dargo High Plains Road to the former old gold mining town of Grant. Then onward from there to a beautiful campsite at Talbotville.
You're not as cool as you thought you were. Should let the specs make a winner.
Talbotville was another historic town site, but only evidence of its existence are the wonderful old fruit trees planted by pioneer settlers. The afternoon was spent exploring the Crooked River, including a hike up to the abandoned new Good Hope mine, complete with its old steam-powered ore stamper. After the climb, we were puffing like old steam engines too. With access to good clear running water, we enjoyed a hot shower, then dinner and early to bed. The next morning we enjoyed a valley drive alongside the flowing Wonnangatta and Wonnangatta rivers, eventually crossing them many times before stopping at the Kingswell Bridge. Beside the bridge, we unhitched again for the highly anticipated drive across the Goat Bluff track. We scrambled up the loose approaches to Goat Bluff, stopping at the helipad, from where we could see an approaching weather front, and made the sensible decision to turn back. Back at the bridge, with lunch eaten and the TVANs hitched, we took a dip in the river and then were back on the trail and headed for tonight's camp, beside the famous Dargo pub. The historic Dargo pub is an icon of the high country, and it gave the group a great chance to let our hair down with a few drinks and a pub dinner. After a leisurely start the next morning, we headed to the south, then west toward Freestone Creek, only to meet an unexpected road closed sign and having to turn back. After a chat with the Cobbenar policeman, we elected to take a long but scenic transit through the Upper Gippsland farmlands, then up to Licola. Before reaching our camp near Howitt Hut, swirling fog surrounded our little convoy. And the fog hung around, so that our last night on tour was spent up in the clouds. final morning, and it seemed that Trent and Ron had saved the best track until the end. I love the twisting fernline drive down Kingbilly track, passing impressive granite boulder fields, tall timber and clear running streams. Eventually we swung onto Bluff Track, with its historic cattlemen's huts and pretty snow gum lined trails. The official tour ended at Sheepyard Flat Camping area, and we all headed in our directions home. But our adventure was to continue. After free camping at Narandara's Brewery Flat, we headed north into a huge weather system that was wreaking havoc across the Queensland-New South Wales border area. We did make it safely home after dodging floods and landslides. We cleaned up the rig and are planning our next trip. See you out there.